Okay, you see, now that we import our URL here within our app.css, we have it, the changes that we did for our login.css displayed here. All right, so that's how we are going to be displaying our stylings for like stepwise. So now for within our login.css, okay, now I want us to have like our background should have a particular variation, okay, such that you will not need to be changing our background from time to time. So now basically what I usually do for us to have like a general section where you just change things and it overrides everything, okay, I mostly set that within my index.css. So now in my index.css I can import my app.css, okay. Now my app.css now, you know the way pseudo elements and pseudo classes work. So I'll just have like my root, okay, my root here where I can give it a primary color of here on the design there's actually a primary color here, okay. This is a primary color I'll be using. All right, so yeah, that will be my primary color. That's hash 132 B50. Okay, so now we'll have that as the primary color. Okay, another thing is the background login. So I can, sorry, bg login, I can call it that way. I'll give it fff, then I can have my bg body. I'll give it as hash f7 f6 f8. Okay, now that will be generally, I'll say what I'm going to need in particular. Another general styling that I like to apply in CSS is, you may all know, margin 0, padding 0, and box sizing border box. Okay, now another thing I like doing is I just give a general style to my let me just give my body a background color, and I can use the variation I gave up here. Okay, so now you make this very 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 reusable. Okay, now let's see this, right? You see the space there has really cleared out and everything, it looks I'll say it looks much more better. So now I think we have set that up. Let's see how we can do some more stylings now to login in a professional manner. So now since I have a variation that I've already set, I'm just going to give it bg login. Okay, I can have a color. My main color will be, I think I set a primary color, if I'm not, sorry, have, okay, this, I set my primary color. So I'm just going to use a variation of that. Sorry. Okay, now let's see how it kind of look much more better. So now what next we going to do is, I think we can just give it a width and a padding and something like that. Let's see, I'll just give it width, let's say 24 rem. padding. Oh, I'll just give it a padding the box or something like that. I think we need like let's just give it a border radius, okay? Border radius 1 rem. All right, now let's go to our design. Now you see our design, if you look at it very well, you kind of have like box shadow kind of, but it's not really that too much, okay? Let's see how we can do that for our design, okay? So now let's say I have a box shadow of, you can decide to use pixels or rem, but most of the times the more you do this, the better experience you have with it. So I think this is too much, but we'll just leave it like that and we'll arrange it later on. So I have my primary color for my variation. Well, that looks somehow. Now we have this text. Let's see our login.jsx. We have this h1 text. Let's see how we can style that h1 text, okay? You have main h1. Normally, give it a text align center. And I'll just improve the margin. I'll just say 0.5 rem. Okay. Well, that looks a little bit better. Now, let's see what else we have here within our login component. Okay, our login component, for now we can leave it like that. Well, let's just add our avatar. Okay, let's see what we have here. Input and a toggle. All right, let's see. Oh, input is not defined. So what are you going to do? The first thing you import input. Sorry, input input. Let's say from. Okay, you have input then slash. Is that a particular? Is that okay? This, I think that works. Same thing for the toggle. We import toggle from, okay, toggle slash toggle. All right, that works. Clears our issue. Sorry, error can't resolve inputs and input in the, okay. Password component input slash input. We have input. Okay, input we have nothing basically, so we just we can just say input.jsx. Oh, sorry about that. Input.jsx. Okay, now we have this. Now for input, we can just basically let's just import. So it's React from React, and next we have, you can just say const input equal to, I just return, sorry, don't have to return this way. You can return Well, what do you say? The password. Well, that's just something. Now, export default input, something like that. Let's see what we have. So we are slowly getting into our expected output, but now we don't really have things well structured. Okay, we still have some a lot of layouting to do. Okay, now let's see if we can play a bit with toggle, but basically we haven't really done anything on the toggle section. Let's continue with that in the next video.